Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Ellie Snake Lady, and today I'm going to be doing like a part 2 to my health check and weighing with my snakes. So this week I'm focusing on Astraea, who's my Mexican black king snake, so I'll just be focusing on her today. So I've decided to sort of split these videos up into like the sex of the snake and the species of snake. Like last week I did my female corn snakes, I focused on them, and this week I'm going to be focusing on my Mexican black king snake Astraea, as I say. So what I'm going to do is be checking for respiratory infections, you know, listening for any popping or wheezing, seeing if there's mucus around her nose or mouth. I'll be checking for mites as well, just make sure there's none around her eyes or her vent or anything like that, because that's where they like to go. I'm checking for lumps and bumps down her body, make sure there's nothing untoward going on. And then I'll be checking to make sure that she hasn't got any stuck shed on her skin, you know. So yeah, we'll just check her over and see where she's at. So I'll just get her out. Right, so as you can see, I do have Astraea here. She's looking okay at the minute. I can actually see, just looking at her, she has got a few scales down her body where the shed didn't come off. I thought it did, but it hasn't, so I will have to put like a wet cloth in with her to up the humidity. I might even put a humidity humidity hide, something like that. I don't know, is there another name for it? A humid hide. Sorry, my brain is scrambled today. So, but yeah, so what I'll do is I'll probably just put a humid hide, put some moss, dampened moss in her rock hide with a hole in the top. So I might just do that. But she's very still. She's so chilled. She's such a good girl. And I found her on a heat mat as well. So anyway, what I'll do is we will just get on with having a look at her physically. So as I say, she has got a little bit of stuck shed on her. But as you can see from her eyes, there's nothing. There's nothing there, no mites or anything. She's tongue flicking and there's no popping or wheezing, there's no mucus around her nose or mouth. Right, let's just check. As I say, just check down her body for lumps and bumps. That's it. Yeah. I can't see anything because that's what I look for. Is lumps and bumps. No, there's nothing untoward going on. As I say, she's got a bit there of stuck shed. I don't know if you can see it. So it's, as I say, I'm going to put like a humid hide or a damp cloth in there to get that off. Now then, she's got a little bit on her tail as well there. There's like a little bit, I don't know if you can see it there where my fingernail is. So she's got a little bit there as well. I thought she got everything off, but obviously not. So that is her vent. There's no mites round there either. So there we go. But yeah, she's got the odd bit of stuck shed skin. So I think what I might do is I'll put a damp towel in and maybe she can just sort of rub over it and stuff. But yeah, so there's no lumps and bumps. There's no popping or wheezing. And yeah, so let's just get on and we shall weigh her and see where she's at. So 6 months ago, Astraea was at 590 grams and now she's at 611 grams. So that means that she's had a weight gain of 21 grams. Now she is still fed on medium mice and yeah, and she's fed them every 2 weeks like all my corn snakes, and with her they're fed every like 2 weeks, 14 days. But yeah, so she's put on a bit of weight. You never know, she might have some eggs in there. She might lay some eggs this year, but I don't know. She is, I'm trying to think how old she is now. She's 5 or 6, no 6. She's turning 6 years old in July. So I don't know where her head is. She's turned herself into a pretzel. Where's your head? Oh, there you are. Yeah, so she's she's going to be turning 6 this year, but yeah, I absolutely love her to bits. She is shiny. It's just a shame about that odd bit of stuck shed that's going to bug me. So like I say, I will be helping her out with that. So I know you can get like a spray that helps them shed their skin as well. I know a lot of people just like spray water in their tanks to up the humidity and stuff, but there is like a special spray that you can get. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna deal with that. A lot of it's around her tail on the lower part of her body. The upper part of her body is okay generally, I think, from what I can see, but it's just the lower part. So anyway, yeah, so she's doing really good. This isn't really going to be a long video because I've only got one Kingsnake and that's her. So but yeah, so I'm going to pop her back and I'll just see you in a minute for a chat. So this is her cave hide with the hole in the top. So there we go, there's the hole. I've just taken the lid off. It's got magnetic bits on it. And what I'm going to do is I've dampened this flannel and I'm going to pop that in there. So it's a bit of substrate, never mind. There we go, I'll put that in there and then she can lay on that if she needs to shed her skin or anything, because she might go back into blue and try and shed those other bits off, but she's hiding at the minute, so I just thought I'd sort this out for her. And yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's that done. As you can see on that last segment, I did dampen a flannel and I've put that in her rock hide, the one with the hole in the top. So you know, if she does need to get those last bits off, then she can. So sometimes it happens. I think a lot of reptile owners and, you know, snake owners and that, if their snake has a bad shed, they're like, oh my gosh, what have I done wrong? What have I done wrong? Sometimes you could have the absolute perfect temperatures, humidity, all the rest of it, but sometimes it just happens where they don't have a very good shed. As I say, with her, I did check her over before she shed her skin and it was like all there. But obviously there was a couple of little odd scales here and there that were still attached. So that was, you know, okay, maybe blame me for that. I mean, I do blame myself for that. If there's anything that happens, I always blame myself anyway. Yeah. So anyway, it's not anything to worry about. As I say, I would just say to people that do worry about their snakes having a bad shed, if they do, then you can just help them. You know, if they've literally just shed their skin and you still see, for example, they've got a bit on their tail tip, you can just get a damp flannel and just gently, you know, wipe it over the end of the tail until the scales come off, and that's it. You know, never pick. So as tempting as it is to pick, please don't. Just use a damp flannel and just run it over the snake on the bits where the scales haven't come off. So, but yeah, her weight is fine, and you know, she's tongue flicking, she's curious, but she's so chilled. I think what she loves is like when I get her out, because I'm very warm and she loves my warm hands. That's why she's still all the time in them. I just kind of wish this little girl behind me, Artemis, she's absolutely crazy. I just wish she would take a leaf out of Astraea's book and just completely chill out, but she won't. So but yeah, so that's it with Astraea for now. As I say, I don't think this will be a particularly long video because I'm just focusing on one snake, but you know, I'm kind of hoping that you've learned something and you've, you know, got something out of this little snaky vlog. And if you have, then please like and subscribe, and when you do subscribe, please hit the bell notification and click all so you get notifications of all my latest videos. And if you've got any comments or questions or anything like that, then just pop them in the comment section below and I'll do my best to answer. But for now, from myself and Astraea, who's gone back to bed, it is goodbye, and we'll see you in my next video, which should be, I think I focused on my corn snakes, my male corn snakes, so that will be Asclepion and Cadacia, so that'll be out next week. So yeah, so from us it's goodbye, and yeah, we'll see you in my next video. Thanks very much for watching.